Sri Akal ji and welcome to UK Bhangra culture. Tonu sare nu Sat Sri Akal. Jithe vi baithe ho tonu sare nu chuppi pa ke kot ke pyar bhari Sat Sri Akal, and thank you so much for joining us here on Britasia TV with me, Sukhi Bart. Right, first things first. Actually, can I just say a big thank you to everybody who's been tweeting or who did tweet or Facebooked or just generally enjoyed. Maybe enjoyed or felt something with the Angrez Ali interview. And my thanks, my sincere thanks from the whole team to Angrez Ali Saab for sharing that experience with us. But hopefully, as we learned from the Safri experience and the Angrez Ali experience, first thing to do, rather than phoning your friend, is to phone the ambulance, and you know, that's the main sort of objective of that. But it was such a touching interview, and I was sitting here, and Angrez was sitting here. Angrez had tears in his eyes, and I was sort of swelling up as well. I had sort of welling up as well. I had tears in my eyes as well. And then afterwards, we spoke, and I said to Angrez, I said, I understood what you were talking about, and especially all the parents out there, and all the kids who think their parents don't care, especially their dads. I could understand and relate to that, because I felt, as Angrez felt as well, what will happen to my children? And that was the pain that he was feeling. And you know, Paramatma da Parvidgar da, as Angrez said, tuaddiyan lakh duawan da shukriya that he is fine, apne parivar de vich raji khushi rahe, and he's singing again for us. So thank you so much to everybody. It's tuada program hai, so please sanu dassya karo ke Sukhi bhai ji edda nahi apa edda kar liye ja edda nahi apa edda kar liye. I'm always we're here at Britasia TV, always willing to hear your views. So thank you so much. But do follow me. It's Sukhi Bart on Twitter and Sukhi Bart Facebook as well. I know it's kind of like gone over 5,000, but I'm gonna start one. Soon as minu nyane de bicho bail mil gaya, I will start one, I promise. Right, my next guest actually is a bit of a treat for you as well. We especially got him in because he does a mean Angrez Ali. But first, let's check him out in action. And before that, let's check out what's coming up in the show today. Here it is. There you go, that's him in action. But you might be wondering, out of all those stars, which one is my guest? Well, let me tell you, he's the man who's behind that voice and behind that fantastic song. Off that whole album, to be honest, for me, I think that was the song that kind of stuck out. Please welcome new kid on the block. I can say that he's new kid on the block. Mera Pendu from Smethwick. It's the one and only Jati Cheed. Sat Sri Akal ji. Ji aaya nu.
Thank you very much.
Aapa lage rehne, but I think mulaqat pehli bari hui.
I've probably seen you on the high street somewhere, but...
Oh, actually, we're going to talk about the Milla as well. We're going to do a special appeal for the Milla as well. Yeah. How are you? Lovely to have you here today.
I'm a bit worn out. But,
why is that?
We had a big wedding on the weekend, so...
Right. Is that some sort of rubbing shoulders with the celebs, or was it, you know, family wedding? Or you don't have to mention a name, but...
It was a celeb wedding. So.
Oh, celeb, let me think. Who could that be?
Badaiyan. If you're watching, badaiyan.
Yeah, badaiyan. It was a male celeb, so male celeb, bahut badaiyan. Biyah diyan. Finally, it's time. So now, when you come here, I don't have to say kidna bhi shera biyah nahi karana. Jati, tell us a little bit about yourself before we talk about the video, because there was lots of stars in that video, aren't there? That was of Gopi's album.
Yeah.
Tell us about you first. Obviously, live in Smethwick, Birmingham, West Midlands lad, born and bred. In
the best band really you can have. A lot of stars come from Smethwick.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I'm the next one, so yeah.
You are a star. Tell us sort of, how did you get into the whole thing of music?
Music, I started at school as a band. We used to have a band called Ajkal De Munde. And that was just mates having a good time. And from there we started doing little mele, then big mele, where I met you for the first time.
Yes.
Smethwick Mela, 300 years.
Little lad with his band. Should we do the appeal then?
Yeah, the appeal is we're looking for the actual footage. Some cameraman out there filmed the actual Mela, and we look for. Well, I'm looking for my footage. Looks looking for his own footage. But it was we did the PMC's Mirza as a band.
Ah, right.
So that was like an upbeat version, and really, if someone...
Yeah, we'll just tell you what Mela is. It's a Mela in Smethwick.
Yeah.
It's 10 Sal. So
1999, yeah.
1999. And Jati was there with his band. So if you have a video footage of that,
please.
I know a man actually comes to Smethwick Gordora. He's always filming. I might ask him. You might have it. But if you have the professional video footage of that, Jati would like to get his hands on. And I wouldn't mind as well, because I wear the star. And there's a certain joke told at the Milla. We definitely don't want a video footage of that one.
We'll bleep that out.
It's a big bleep. Right. So you started at school.
Yeah.
And then who were you influenced by the bands of then?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the bands that came just before. I
Right.
mean, when I was small, we used to have parties and I used to like Hira,
wow.
Bremi. At that time, I never knew much about the bands. I knew the songs, and you used to just go to a party and hear the song and dance and kind of go, all right, that's finished there, and you go back. But when my musical journey started, it was kind of DCS, Sahotas, B21, and then like Aman Hair came in a bit later. And that was kind of good, happy music. I don't know if there was any other bands then. And then a lot of Bollywood influences as well. Like, I really like Bollywood music.
Right.
I think that's where the Surila part of my voice comes from.
Okay.
Not that I'm saying Bhangra art is not Surila, but the sweetness came from there. And then
the roughness.
the talk came from...
I think Bhangra artists are rough. But Bhangra artists are getting sweeter as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
the jazz
yeah.
Thamis of the kind of...
But see, that's...
And the H Thamis, they're kind of sweet as well.
Well, then now you're picking the third generation,
Oh,
so
okay.
that influence is probably from there as well.
Okay. I'm sure DCS would like to say.
Oh
He's
yes,
just-
he.
But I would, but Bobby's really lovely, and she would like to say. But I understand what you mean because, like, I suppose in Bollywood they say, "अपनी घरवाली ने उन्होंने इतना कहना, अजी क्या कर रही हो?" And I suppose अवतार माने मैंने को somebody will go, क्या कर रहे हैं? Well, confidence voice.
But it's the evolving of Bhangra as well. You know, you can't just Bhangra is not just for Punjabi people now.
Oh.
You know, it's open to everybody, and Gore listen to it as well now. So it's you have to mainstream it slightly, but not forgetting who you are as well. Because mainstream, you lose your identity. But it's how it's going to go. It's going to move. It's going to evolve, and the internet's changed music. That's going to evolve. So you just have to keep up with it.
Okay,
if you're stuck in your own
little
thing.
UK Bhangra thing.
No. No, but if you're stuck in your own way, you'll stay there.
I think you're right, actually, because you should think bigger, out of the box. Is that what you were trying to say? Think bigger, think better things, and
pushing music forward.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let's just go back to your childhood level. Let's talk about. I want to know your journey because I think it's very important because it's the first time you're on the show, and it's important for people of Smethwick. Smethwick is a big bend in Birmingham to know where Jati sort of comes from. So, was it in the family, or was it just an interest of music in the family? Were your dad into it, or your brothers or sisters, or anybody into it?
It wasn't a big influence. My dad kind of gone on this again. But nothing kind of, he never learned anything or never taught me baja or anything like that. He bought me a keyboard.
Oh.
I got to say thank you very much, Dad, for doing that. That was a big kind of a push in the right direction. Because I used to, as a child, everyone's got a little keyboard at home. Everyone used to play it. And at school, there was a wish day at school.
Right.
Probably when I was about 8 or something. I said, what would you like to wish for? I said, I wished for the biggest keyboard in the world.
Oh.
And when I came home, my dad bought me a keyboard that same day without knowing. And the keyboard was from a band. I can't remember now which band it was. It was like a second-hand keyboard.
Oh, wow.
And it was a full-size keyboard. The keys didn't work. The thing didn't work at the back, the power. Eventually, we got it working. But then I kind of said, I want to learn this properly now. I want to get into music a bit more. Because you're always... I think as a singer, you need another instrument to keep you going. And like a baja, everyone picks a baja. But baja is... I don't know. It's a bit difficult for me. I've got a baja, but I'm not a baja player.
Right.
Someone would say to me, "Piece baja de koi." I'll struggle a bit, but I don't use it to play the baja. I use it to accompany my voice.
Right.
So jinna kaunda, it's just enough for my voice, and then I'll stop. But and then from there, like I don't know. It's just I didn't have any other influences.
You know why you had that big keyboard waiting at home? Because Santa is his proper name, isn't it? He's Indian.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Who's
right.
listening?
Big
He's probably at my school listening.
Exactly. He heard you say, Sadda Munda. If he wants a keyboard, phone your dad. You said, Shira,
Everyone got it.
get him a keyboard. There's a band selling him. The keyboard's got a lot of life, a lot of history. That's the keyboard he wants. But I suppose in a harmonium goes out a key or something, but with a keyboard and the keys are fixed and stuff. So I suppose it's a better instrument
For a child.
for future people to learn.
Probably for a child, yeah, because you won't know when it's gone out of key.
And you can't break it, as I say. But you normally poke it. Where did you learn? We were mentioning a name that we both know. Yeah. So I think it's important to give those people a credit.
At that school, when Holly Lodge went to, plug school.
Shyland.
I mean, at school, we had a band. So everybody kind of knew music, Munde Karde, and then eventually, Meena Kumari ji, thank you very much, she met me and she said, it was an assembly. She was doing a film song, Bollywood song. Oh. And she goes, I heard you sing. We were just standing at the side of the assembly. She goes, I heard you sing. I said, oh, yeah, I kind of do. And she goes, all right, you come on stage with me now. Oh. And she goes, here's the lyrics and let's do it. And I went, all right then.
Do you remember what song it was?
It was, I think it was Mohabbat. And a Bollywood song. And we just went straight on the first. I never rehearsed the song. I never met her in my life before. And we just went on stage and we just did the song. Wow. And then afterwards she goes, you should come to me and learn. I said, she goes, you got a voice. We're going to tune it up and we're going to sort you out.
Wow, that's brilliant. So, that's the first Jati Cheed performance with Meena Kumari. So hi Meena, we also know Meena as well. And the dad is a great star in India as well. We'll be back after this break where Jati's going to do a mean Angrez Ali for us. See you after this.
Ho tu kyun घबराउंदी अड़िए नी हो जट भौंके बैंटर ना मारे हो बड़ी बड़ी है टाणी जट्टां दी होने मैं दिने दिखा दूंगा तारे हो मैनू मान बड़ा है उन्हां ते जो मोटा जोड़ के नाल खड़े हो फट्टे चाके देणगे नी हैगे सुख नाल मित्रा दे यार बने हो फट्टे चाके देणगे नी अज सुख नाल मित्रा दे यार बने And I'd like to apologize. I've been having a rough weekend as well, so Madam Mutta, thank you.
That was brilliant, actually. Can I just say that was brilliant to do it off the cuff because we don't prepare here, so it's my fault in a way as well, possibly because I've kind of sprung it on you. But I think you did absolutely brilliant, and you've been partying hard at a celeb's wedding.
And apologies to Angrez Ali Sahab ji.
He'll be well happy with that.
We try our best, but
he'll be well happy with that. He'll say, Tika. I've still got my record. He will.
No, you can't take that away from him.
No, you can't take that away from him.
I think a new artist shouldn't ever try to emulate somebody else. You are who you are, and even doing something, you should bring yourself out.
Yeah.
Once you start copying someone, you are the copy.
Yeah. Right. I mean, obviously, you're on the tour as well, aren't you? You've been on the scene. I love the way when you said, I do backing vocals and stuff, and so you haven't kind of gone there with my own backing vocal. Tell us a little bit about that. How important is that for you as an emerging artist?
I think it's your own reasons why you want to do music and how long you want to do it for. If you want to sustain music, and you want to be in it for as a career. You can't just come in and say, I'm top there and I want to stay there. You're going to go up and you're going to come back down. Then you're going to come back up again, up and down. It's a journey. Yeah. And knowing when you're at the bottom what to do, you need to know that as well. It's like any work, any business. If one product ain't selling, you try something else.
Right.
And if that ain't selling, you change your business slightly. So it's with music. If ekni gal chaldi, you try another one. And doing backings, even working with DJs, picking up a speaker, there's no shorter come. You have to do what you have to do, and it's work.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I think
your passion brings you into it.
Yeah.
But then your mind has to click into it and say, oh, if this is my job now, what am I going to do next?
Yeah.
What if tomorrow my voice goes? What am I going to do then?
Oh, is that why you're hanging out with the DJs then?
Yeah, You have to. I'll move a speaker if that's what I have to do.
No, that's good. I think it's good to have that humbleness in you. And like we were talking off camera as well. If you're going to learn from somebody, ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਝੋਲੀ ਅੱਡ ਕੇ ਸਿਰ ਨੀਵਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ. That's the only way to. I mean, you've been on tour with Jati Sidhu, Aisland. Tell us about that, because I do hear a little bit of a Jati Sidhu in your voice. Is he somebody that you look up to? Are you influenced by him?
Yeah. It's as I said, one of the bands was B21 that was influenced by, and DCS and things like that. And I'm sure through all the bands you'll probably hear a bit of me in there. But I was at that stage where I was copying them completely as well.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I had to go back and learn my own voice.
Right.
And when you go into the studio and you hear your voice for the first time, you put your headphones on, you sing in the mic, a lot of people get shocked because you never hear yourself like that.
Right.
You hear yourself now.
It's a lonely place. that with the mics.
No, but as soon as that comes, that's your pure voice. Especially with the mics now, they're not £100, they're thousands of pound mics.
Right.
And when everything you say, you'll hear it and you think, that's me. That is. Right. I'm out there. Is that what I really sound like? And then you have to build your voice, and I did have a point. I had to build my own voice, and.
Right. And how do you do that? How, when you just sort of break it down for us a little bit, because maybe I think I know what you're talking about, but maybe people at home, how does one build their voice? Or you heard yourself and you think, right, it's having that know-how, isn't it? And then going back. Tell me about the meeting with Gopi, the first track, High Rabba. I liked that track, had a different swing on it, had a different feel to it. It stood out for me on the album. Before.
Thank you.
It did. And obviously you had lots of people in the video. We saw the video, and out of all those stars, I thought you were the biggest star. And, but it was nice to get them all together, and all your friends as well. Tell us about that video. That was your first introduction sort of into the industry?
Kind of the biggest platform I had so far, I mean, I've done a few videos before that.
Right.
But it's your comfort level as well. I think I was very comfortable in this song. Right. Gopi knows me really well. I mean, we were friends before the music started.
Right.
I was introduced to him as a writer. No, he was a writer for me.
Right.
I think when we were around 16, 17.
Oh, wow, okay.
And from there, he goes, I do a bit of production as well. I said, okay. Then I went down, heard his production. I said, this is good. And then he goes, we'll do something. When people say we'll do something, what that really means.
Yeah,
but
he said that to me as well. Gopi, I'm still waiting. Anyway.
And then eventually we met up and we became friends then. I used to listen to songs. I've got, I think, about 4 or 5 songs written on my album that he wrote.
Wow, okay.
And it was just that, the friendship built, and then eventually got to the song. And because you rehearse a lot at home and you talk to each other, he knew exactly what I could do.
Right.
I've got more confidence that he knows what I can do than I do. We'll go into the studio and he'll say, Jati, do this. And I'll go, I'm not sure. You can do it, you can do it. He'll do it again, do it again. He's a very good director. Vocally, he's a very good director. And that song is all him.
Right.
Musically, even vocally, he made me do all of that.
Right.
He told me how to sing it. Obviously, I brought the voice, but he done the rest.
But you found yourself. I think it's that comfort as well, like you said, friends, rather than walking into a booth where you don't know the music director or music producer. Then you're kind of on edge a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah, and a lot of singers will, as you said, you'll come in. They already got the melody sorted out. They'll come in and sing the song. And they go, no, thank you very much. Get paid and go home. That's that's the other side. Right. Whereas we sat down, he'll say, let's do like this. Let's do like this, and I go, okay. Then we'll work a bit more. It evolves slightly, like an organic kind of experience. It just grows, the song does. And that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of having time together, isn't it? Yeah. And like you said, Gopi knows you. But there's an album that you're working on. Yeah. Before that, in a while, we'll check out the new video. Okay. It's called Diwali. There's the word Diwali in there.
Tere Toh Vagher.
Tere Toh Vagher. Diwali nahi changi lagdi or something. But it's shot in, it's shot in the UK at a certain beach. We won't tell which beach it is.
It's all right. They can go to the beach.
A rather nice beach, actually. Did you have to clear the beach out? Or?
It was raining that day, so everybody left themselves.
That's a good day to shoot a video on a beach, isn't it?
Well, I can say I hired the whole beach out. Yeah, I did, yeah.
You look good, man. You look good. It's good to, rather than being stick thick. So let's hear it. But can I hear a bit of High Rabba, please, just to share with the audience so they know it's you? Because I did say that there's so many artist within that video, so that make sure it is Jati Cheed.
Okay. ਇੱਕ ਕੁੜੀ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਸੋਚਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਹਾਇਓ ਰੱਬਾ ਹਾਇਓ ਅੱਗ ਸੀਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਾਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਉਹੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੱਸ ਕੇ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਹਾਇਓ ਰੱਬਾ ਹਾਇਓ ਅੱਗ ਸੀਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਾਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਕੁੜੀ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਸੁਖੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਹਾਇਓ ਰੱਬਾ ਹਾਇਓ ਅੱਗ ਸੀਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਾਉਂਦੀ ਆ
ਮੇਰੇ ਹੁਣ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ
nightmare ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ
normally I get kids going dad but, you know I need some water or I need coughing like this morning
ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੀਂਦਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦੇ
the two little I have 2 daughters.
Fantastic.
and they just wake me up and say dad I need this proud to be there dad. So you've given up your job. Music is what you're concentrating on. Tell us how much of a sort of can I say a gamble you're taking, or how much of a chance are you taking on this? Because at the moment it seems to be an industry of releasing singles. Can you fund yourself? I mean, there's the uncertainty, or is there a master plan that you are working to?
Yeah, I mean, I finished uni, started working, and it was always there. I wanted to carry on. I wanted to do music.
Right.
And it got to the point where the job didn't, they had to let me go.
Right,
so, and I thought, let's do it now. This is my chance. I got to do it. And you're right, there is a master plan to it.
Right.
Because, as I said, I'm trying to learn every aspect of it as well.
Right, okay.
If I wanted to be a one-hit singer, I would have done it and left now.
Okay, hold that thought. Jati's going to tell us what his master plan is.
Okay.
After this break, and we'll check out your new video as well. So we'll see you in a bit.
तेरी याद सहारे दिन कट दे उम्र नगाउणी औखी है तेनू याद करा मैं जग भुल के तेरी याद भुलाउणी औखी है तेरी याद भुलाउणी औखी है
दिल लगदा नी मेरा सोहणीए तेरे तो बगैर हर पासे सुनसान लगे तेरे तो बगैर
Okay, there you have it. That's Jati's brand new video, shot in England, definitely. Where was it again? So, well, just tell them to.
We shot in Seaford Bay.
Right.
Which is next to Brighton, kind of.
Right.
All in Nali. Yeah.
All right, okay. Tell us about the concept of video, because you were telling me this video is kind of the way it works. I mean, I've never been on a video shoot. It would have been nice for you to ask.
Well, next
we
time
would have come along.
They would have got you mixed up with me with the heads.
I'll have to go a little go-to. It's catching, isn't it? It's a Sukhi Bart. The tourist chart and, you know, true school.
I'm getting sponsored by Sukhi, by the way.
I mean, when you walk in and you're shooting your video, do you have like the music blasting out somewhere? Just for people maybe wondering at home, how do you remember the words, or how do you remember the timing of the song? How does all that work?
I mean, a typical video shoot, yeah, you have a soundtrack playing. Somebody either with a hi-fi, or especially outdoor ones are like the worst, because someone's got an iPod with a little speaker. If you're a bit more established here, then you probably got a bit more hi-fi. Or you might have a car next to you parked with the windows down. Yeah, so you have to lip sync the song.
Right.
And they'll shoot. A normal video shoot, you'll do the song about 30 times a day.
Wow.
In a day. Because you're doing different shots, so you do 5 here.
Right.
Stand there, 5 there, 5 there. And you're singing the whole song, and then they'll cut it later. This one was completely opposite.
Right.
This is the most least amount of takes I've ever done. But, and it was one shot video, shot in slow motion. So the lip syncing was in double speed. So Tere Toh Vagher, Tere Toh Vagher, har baat sun lage, Tere Toh Vagher, Tere Toh Vagher. And then it was slowed down.
Right.
So it's the right speed.
Right.
And then if you look in the back, the waves are all slow because
so it's the timing with the so you have to give consideration into the environment around you.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing we didn't consider was the sound of the waves. The waves crashing is really loud.
That's what I was.
The waves are crashing. The wind's blowing. Me pandaya, the little MP3 playing, and you're struggling, man.
Your hair's getting wet.
And it's bad enough trying to lip sync the video, and then you have to, on top of that, show the emotion. It's a sad song.
Right.
I was trying my best, because the thing is, at that point you got to overact, because you got half the time of trying to show you dukhi, so you got to go. Like, you look like an idiot, really. When I was doing it, I thought this is either going to work or someone's going to slap me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, how are you taking on the whole video concept of things? Do you prepare in front of the mirror, or do you? I tell you what, we're doing this Christmas dance-off thing.
Okay.
I mean, Roach Killer and you know, Upal and Fodji and Benny Taliwal and Hazel Kaur, and we're all involved in this. And it's quite funny because we have to learn this routine. You know, we're doing street dancing, and I've got the kids involved. As they go to bed, they play the laptop, and I'll stand in the mirror, sort of doing the moves and stuff like that. Is that how do you prepare for a video? How does Jati prepare for a video?
I think there is you have to prepare with one. You have to prepare with a mirror. It sounds really like kind of vain, but you don't know what you look like. If I stand, I don't know how this interview looks now, because I don't know until there's a mirror there and I can see myself. Maybe I'm slouching too much. I gotta sit like this. You don't know, and especially if you're gonna get recorded, you need to know what you're gonna look like. It's gonna be there forever.
Right.
So you have to stand in front of the mirror. And another thing about the voice again, you got to record your voice and hear it to know what you sound like.
Right.
As well.
Right.
Because some people, I sound all nasally. I didn't like how I sounded, but that's your voice. And you got to get used to your voice.
Yeah.
So even when you talk and sing, you have to record it. A lot of people record on their phones and just listen to their own voice.
Right.
That's only when you're going to know what your identity is.
All right. Okay. I mean, I do like the fact that you haven't given us one track. This is your second track, and you're working on an album. So the master plan, as we were talking about, it's a long-term sort of consistent plan. Then this is going to be your life.
Yeah.
This is your life, not your life, but this is going to be is going to be your life. When you were saying you have to learn all aspects of the business, tell us a little bit as an artist. I mean, I was talking to Malkeet Singh. I did this music union thing for him the other day, and it's a lot, isn't it? You have to protect your financial, your contracts. Tell us a little bit about that. Is that what you're looking into when you were saying it's like a kind of a business side of things?
Yeah, I think a really good. If there's any artists watching, you got to join the musicians union. It's brilliant union to join. And as soon as I went in there and I spoke to them, the whole music thing just changes.
Yeah.
Because you're not just a geezer going to a gig and doing a gig. Then you start thinking about, what if I fell over there? What if the mic, hit me? So insurance comes into it.
Electrocution.
You get contracts, and a lot of I gotta stick up for people that do PAs, and they go, "Hey, mime karta hai banda." Yeah. The thing is, if you go to the worst club in the world, they give you the crappiest mic with the sound system don't work. What do you expect the guy to do? He's gonna sing his best. I've done gigs where I sing my best, and people don't care because it doesn't sound. It doesn't come out.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to blame for where you are as well.
Right.
Not that I'm saying you should mime, but if you're never gonna sound like what you really do sound like, the people are gonna turn around and go, "This guy is a waste of time."
Yeah. So you have to adapt.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say a bit about the miming. I don't believe in that. You shouldn't do that. Yeah. So you have to adapt. If you're gonna go there, you have to take your own mic.
Yeah. Right.
If it comes down to it.
Take the speaker.
A lot of people do take their own little mixes because they know what it's like.
Right. I mean, that was a big thing you said. I think especially for the artists out there, sometimes people will come to me and say, Baji, and I suppose for parents whose children are coming through, it's definitely to look at things like music unit, protect your rights, health and safety. Like you said, if you fall over or you get electrocuted or somebody signs a contract, then at the end of the day say, well, we're not paying you.
Yeah, by the way, they check contracts for free once you join them.
No, good. I think it's important. And I always obviously say it for the writers, writers join PRS because it's very important that you should get what belongs to you. You should, to write a song and then somebody sings it, and it's very important. Look at any business you do, I suppose, you've got to look into it properly.
I think, which is all right at the start. But when you see somebody else making money on your name, and someone's earning off it, you should have. You're entitled to that.
Yeah. And I suppose the other thing is that they're not just earning around England. It's a worldwide industry. It's global, isn't it? Jati, we've heard your track, we've seen the video, album. When's the album coming, or are you working on an album? Who's producing your album? Or
Okay, the album is coming out early next year.
Okay.
It's the first song of my album, Tere Toh Vagher.
This one, right?
Yeah. So now the ball's rolling now. I've been trying to do an album for a very, very long time.
Right.
And it's difficult because I worked with so many different producers. Maybe I should talk about the producers.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Obviously, GV's on there.
Right.
Dips Bammer's on there.
Right.
Jati, DJ Dips.
Right.
He's a fellow artist on the label I'm with. So.
Okay.
And new guys called Bloodline.
Right.
They're a very alternative sound, so hopefully they're gonna blow up soon.
Right.
And hopefully I haven't missed anyone.
Gopi, we've said
Oh,
Gopi.
we said we-
Gopi the
Gopi the
Kardan.
Kardan.
Actually, a big Sat Sri Akal to Gopi's mom and dad, because they'll be sitting
Yeah,
there.
Sat Sri Akal,
Yeah, thank you. Sat Sri Akal auntie and uncle, and thank you for the samosa that you made the other day. And that's why I heard Jati do his Angrez Ali, and that's why I spun at Gopi's
thank you.
house. So it's Gopi's to blame.
You know, he's got loads of little clips of me, and he'll say, "Oh, I played that to the thing yesterday." He said he's good. Just playing things like
What about your sort of, you're from the family side of things as well. Is he supportive? Are they saying,
Oh, most definitely.
Chak de shira, now's your time
Yeah,
to
I mean,
shine?
as I said, at school it started, and then college, yeah, and it was kind of balancing it. Then before I went to uni, I said, I might just do this
Right.
properly.
Right.
Then, let's go and do a music degree, or then I thought, let's go into a bit of sound engineering, a bit technical side. And then I thought, I don't know about this. Mom goes to me, "Je karna hun, changi tarah kar la." And then your own brain, when your parents are telling you do something alternative, you think maybe I should think about this.
But the
exactly.
pressure's on as well,
The pressure,
doesn't it?
because then now this is my choice now.
Yeah.
If I mess it up, then I want to be looking back. So then I thought, okay, let's just do a normal degree. And I'll just work extra hard on my music. And even at uni, it was always there at the back of my head. Like, if I think in the first year I didn't do anything. The second year I took a little studio.
Oh,
I took a
right.
keyboard, and I didn't do much studying really. But
But you still got your degree.
Yeah,
And you worked. Still got your degree, still got work. And now the pressure's on because mom said, "Je te karna, changi tarah kar la, roz da net na karega."
you got to give yourself a chance as well.
Yeah.
It ain't like in 20 years' time, I don't want to turn around and go, yeah, people were saying you should have done it, and I didn't really do it. And now, it's like the second step. Now my songs come out. Now I got to work even harder. I don't want nothing holding me back now.
Right.
Because now it's started. I don't want to turn around and go, you know what, if I did that, maybe I would have been a bit bigger, or
Right, okay.
maybe I could have done a different song. Or now it's full throttle. We're going to do it now. I want to chuck there now, man.
Oh, that's it. Would you share us a Chakadena song, or would you just give us that song, the Diwali one for us? But I do love your vocals, actually.
This is probably not the best day to hear vocals from me, but you want something?
Jo Marji.
Yeah, Mara live kar de. I like that. I'll sing it differently a bit as well.
Jidda tera ji karda.
दिल लगदा नी मेरा सोनिए तेरे तो बगैर हर पासे सुनसान लगे तेरे तो बगैर आई फिर पागा वाली साल पिछों ए दिवाली साडी सोहणीए दिवाली कादी तेरे तो बगैर दिल लगदा नी मेरा सोहणीए तेरे तो बगैर हर पासे सुनसान लगे हैं तेरे तो बगैर सुखी तो बगैर तेरे तो बगैर.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic vocals there.
Thank you.
And even on a
On a
night after,
Yeah.
that is brilliant.
You
So-
know, I got to stress that point because it does, especially for a singer. Now we're going back to it.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult lifestyle you have to live. Because even when you go into a gig, सारे गल्ला करते होंगे गड्डी च.
Yeah.
The music's playing, and you got to stay quiet because if you start talking over the music with everybody, you're
Stretching your
your vocals. So you get to the gig, and you think, oh, I can't even talk now. especially at a wedding, even if you're not on stage, just talking, even in a club, you're talking over the music, so your voice is going. My voice goes straight away as well, and so you become kind of reclusive. You stay in the corner. You don't talk to anyone.
Because you get a duct tape, and just put it over your mouth.
I said, do not
so
talk to
people
me.
Know, say don't.
But as soon as you're off stage, then you come on, let's do it.
But then I suppose the heat, the pressure's off a little bit as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, done and dusted. What kind of flavour will we have on your album then? Will it be sort of Bhangra? Obviously, we've heard the sad song off it.
Yeah, this Bhangra. As a singer, you want to show every side of your voice.
Right.
So I've done Bhangra before. Now it's sad. Now I'll do a bit of Bhangra again. I want to do a bit of cheeky songs.
Okay.
I want to show everything, because there's not just one side to my voice.
Yeah. What about Bollywood? Will we get a bit of because you said you're influenced by Bollywood a bit of Bollywood influence? Or?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. The Bollywood is something you have to build up to. You can't. The audience is used to something,
right,
and you can't scare them away.
Okay, that was the great Jati Cheed, and it's a new kid on the block. I'm going to ask him to sing sort of one of his favourite songs. No pressure. I have been sort of mean to him a little bit today. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹਾਰਡ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿ it is a true a diamond in the rough. So that was Jati Cheed. Thank you very much for tuning into UK Bhangra Culture with me on Britasia TV. We'll see you guys same time, same place next week. Here is Jati singing one of his favourite songs that he wishes to share with us. Don't forget, if you have any footage of the Milla from 1999 at Smethwick High Street, Birmingham, Jati's looking for it. Okay, here it is.
Actually, I'm going to do a song from, remember the film Hawaii? Babu Man, one of my favourite artists. So.
Go for it.
सुंदरता और बेरुखी, सुंदरता और बेरुखी की मूरत है। देखो मेरी जान कितनी खूबसूरत है, देखो मेरी जान कितनी खूबसूरत है। कैसा टकरार है, क्यों ये इनकार है, तुमको हो ना हो हमको तो प्यार है। हाँ, कैसा टकरार है, क्यों ये इनकार है, तुमको हो ना हो हमको तो प्यार है। दिल में सनम बस तुम्हारी मूरत है। हाय देखो मेरी जान कितनी खूबसूरत है, देखो मेरी जान कितनी खूबसूरत है। ला 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 ला। Thank you very much, guys.